Hello Morag, how are you today? I see you've been keeping yourself busy. It's a good thing.
Good afternoon. Where's Fiona? It's Fiona's turn to meet with me. I took her advice and I found something to do with my hands. It stopped the incessant itching. I haven't scratched in like days.
Well, that's lovely news to hear. By not scratching, you're allowing yourself to heal, aren't you? I see from your notes that you've had your medication increased. How are you feeling about that?
I disagree. But if I don't succumb to their wishes, they'll lock me up. I've requested they be reduced. Fiona's requested they be reduced. I think it of extreme importance. I'm a human being. Mother Nature's fruit, fresh for the womb. I require the universe to heal me. No pharmaceutical drugs. I don't know, I've been managing quite well.
Have you been able to leave the house at all yet, Morag?
Of course I have. I've been to the extremities of the Zambezi River. I've prayed for peace with the Tibetan monks. Swam naked in the Nordic springs. Every day I leave the house. Into the wilderness. Into the closet of my mind.
Well, that all sounds absolutely amazing, Morag, and I'm sure we'll get you travelling to all these fantastic places soon. But for now, I need to make sure that you're coping with your daily tasks and managing to get out for essentials. Susan from your social work team called round, but you never answered the door. You were doing so well, Morag. Let's not take a step back in your progress. It's vitally important that you establish new normalities. Remember your goals and remember your strategies. You are always safe.
I am perfectly safe here. Where's Fiona? Why can't she attend this session?
Why don't you tell me about your day? Did you manage to get through your task list? I would really like to help you stay on track and help you conquer this fear that you've got of going outside.
Likely had enough of me, I reckon. Fiona. Taking a leave of absence. Most likely. You know, I will not be pressured into fitting into society's norms. I won't be made to do things against my own will. I'm not a slave of the state, merciless or penniless. My hands in shackles, my thoughts not my own. The truth is, I don't want to live beyond these walls. I don't care for that hatred or badness. You know, the people who swamp the streets, they are cruel. You know, I walk into a supermarket and I just feel sad. I'm sad because no one likes the wonky vegetables. Rejected because of their shape, just for being different. They have their own bag, labelled wonky, and it's wrapped in plastic. This whole world is just wrapped in plastic. Fruit wrapped in plastic. Maybe they'll wrap me in plastic because I'm wonky. Yeah. The real world drowns, but I'm buoyant. buoyant in my bubble.
I do understand you're feeling frustrated by a lot of things right now, but please try to remember your coping mechanisms. You are not in control of what happens outside or to anyone else. Remember your mindfulness. Remember to stay present. Don't allow your thoughts to take over. They're just thoughts, Morag. They're not real.
It's just as well we've never met, because you know very little about me. Fiona wouldn't just be palming me off with this mindfulness practice, you know. Fiona's been my social worker for a very long time, even before COVID, when I could go outside and spread my wings, you know. Fiona understood me, the whole of me.
I do understand. I've had a look through your notes and it's a terrible time that you've had. And I do appreciate that Fiona was someone who was very close to you. But I need you to try and open up to me now. Do you think you can do that?
Well, you're not being particularly honest with me. You can't tell me where Fiona is. Why don't I interrogate you? See how informed you are on my case.
Morag, I know enough. I know you lost your parents and I know you were made homeless.
The council did it. They took advantage of me in my grief. The council didn't even house me in Edinburgh, said I wasn't needy enough. What kind of a statement is that? I was homeless, without a board, at the mercy of the council. I had been removed from my parents' home. How much more in need could I even be?
It's a little bit more complicated than that, Morag. Local authorities have different rules and regulations when it comes to council housing. It was a 3-bed property. A family will need that eventually.
They had a duty to care. They didn't even house me in Edinburgh, they just shafted me to Glasgow.
They felt the move was in your best interests. You needed to be settled somewhere quickly. You wouldn't have coped in a hostel.
I should be residing in Edinburgh. My home. Home. Those stupid fucking social workers.
They didn't have any suitable properties in the area, Morag. You set your parents' house on fire. The medical team were considering sectioning you. You were lucky to be housed anywhere at all. I'm sorry, Morag. I didn't mean to be so blunt with you. I know it was an accident.
It was an accident, and I'm better than that now. I make my hot milk in the microwave now. Fiona made me better. Fiona was the one that stopped them from taking me to the hospital. She intervened. She believed in me. She came all the way with me to Glasgow to keep me safe.
Fiona cared about you very much. She fought very hard to try and get you a diagnosis and to make sure you were safe in Glasgow. And that's why Susan comes to see you now. Susan wants to help you maintain your independence, and I want to help you manage your thoughts.
Because I've got issues.
Not just that. Because you need some help. It's okay to need some help sometimes. We want to help you be free and to be your own person as safely as possible.
Did you know I was adopted?
Yes, I did. I wasn't sure if that was something you were aware of or not.
Fiona was more than aware of it. She knew all the little intrinsic details. Fiona's very clever. She found me, sniffed me out, became Fiona, private detective. She knew the truth and she found it. Fiona told me a secret one afternoon in Glasgow.
Is it a big, big secret, or would you like to confide in me?
Please, can you tell me where Fiona is?
You know where Fiona is, Morag. She had an accident. Remember? You were there. She passed away, Morag. She's in heaven now.
Heaven?
What was the secret she told you, Morag? You can tell me, it's okay.
I can't tell you. Sisters don't break secrets. I have to go. Goodbye, Lorena.